We are looking at this area of Munster, Germany first because, ironically or not, they were in the headlines regarding a large-scale human trafficking operation, which in my opinion are some of the worst crimes against humanity cases. The locations are always important to those following these ancient cults. The ley lines, the cardinal points, the celestial or astrological signs, points, and locations play a significant role in the rituals performed by them. So let's continue our look at this area. According to the book Encyclopedia Britannica, a dictionary of art, science, and literature, quote, Coesfeld is a town in Germany in the Prussia province of Westphalia on the Berkel, northwest of Dortmund. It has 3 Roman Catholic churches, one of which, the Gymnasialkirche, is used by the Protestant community. Here are the ruins of the Legeri Castle, formerly the residence of the bishops of Munster, and also the Castle of Varlar, the residence of the princes of Salm-Horstmar. Well, I'm not surprised to find the Catholic Church has a history in this area, with a known tunneling system under these castles that the monks used. Now, what do you think those tunnels are being used for now? Knowing what we know now, especially since the discovery of what was going on at Epstein's Island, and the discovery of child abuse scandals within the Vatican, according to this write-up, quote, the main purpose of the Castle Varlar party, however, was to celebrate the V-2 rocket, the invention that Hitler had pinned his hopes to as a game-changing superweapon in the waning days of World War II. Like everything the Nazis did, it was fueled by horrible human rights abuses, concentration camps, and the indiscriminate death of enslaved laborers, close quote. Once again, I will reiterate the point here is that crimes against humanity have been committed on this land, in this area, over and over for many centuries, and are still happening as of this year. And it's not just in Germany, this is happening worldwide. So one could observe that there is something there. There must be a reason why so many atrocities keep occurring in this area and others just like it around the world. Ironically or not, I came across something else in Munster that is very creepy, and it's called the Hanging Cages of St. Lambert's Cathedral, and it's located in this same region. If you're not familiar with this story, this article from vintagenews.com kind of explains it a little bit. Quote, the cages that once held the mutilated and tortured bodies of 3 rebel leaders now hang empty, still provoking debate among the citizens, not all of whom agree that this symbol of torture should be displayed in their town. The executed dead bodies of these 3 different rebels were placed in the iron cages following the religious rebellion in the 16th century in Munster, Germany. Close quote. When I first saw these pics of these cages, I found it deeply disturbing because it is so reminiscent of the pictures that I saw on the Chans of the Podesta art that showed children in these same types of cages. And if you're not familiar with that, I will leave a link for you in the description box. we can't bring up Castle Varlar without bringing up Wewelsburg or Wewelsburg. It is in the same area of Munster, and I apologize if I did not pronounce that correctly. According to Wikipedia, Wewelsburg is a Renaissance castle located in the village of Wewelsburg, which is a district of the town of Buren, Westphalia. So it's located in the same area or region of Germany. Wikipedia goes on to say the castle has a triangular layout with 3 round towers connected by massive walls. After 1934, it was used by the SS under Heinrich Himmler and was to be expanded into a complex which would serve as the central SS cult site. After 1941, plans were developed to enlarge it to be the so-called center of the world. Anyway, still quoting, meanwhile, Heinrich Himmler had accompanied Adolf Hitler during the election campaign in January 1933 and had developed the idea to use a castle in the heartland of Hermann der Cherusker for the SS. Himmler showed an interest in Burg Schwalenberg, but negotiations fell in the fall of 1933, and he then visited Wewelsburg or Wewelsburg, following advice by the NSDAP at Minden von Augenhausen. Himmler decided to buy or lease the castle on his first visit, November 3rd, 1933. Architect Herman Bartels was able to draw on existing plans for the FAD or FAD camp. This is an SS leadership school, and this school was mainly intended to ensure a unified ideological training of SS leadership. Propaganda and brainwashing. And why would Himmler want the SS to have use of a castle in the heartland of this area of Hermann der Cherusker? Who is Hermann der Cherusker that the SS was so fascinated with? We will pick up here in the next video. I personally believe, by all accounts of what I have read, it is with deliberate intent that certain places across the earth are known occultic ritual sites where certain ritual ceremonies are performed, including child sacrifices. Places like Epstein Island, Munster, Germany, or the Black Forest. And this is just naming a few. This is happening in most countries on Earth, unfortunately.